Watched by more North Texans than any other newscast. This is CBS 11 News at 10. The ones for Texas.
If I had to describe a model police officer, AJ would be one that would come to mind first.
A model police officer, as you've heard, a Coast Guard veteran and a community servant, killed today in the line of duty. Tonight, we're learning just how much AJ Castaneda meant to his hometown, the city of Grand Prairie. Thank you for being with us at 10 o'clock on this Friday night. I'm Doug Dunbar. The Grand Prairie Police Department tonight mourning the death of a man that many considered a real-life hero. Officer AJ Castaneda saved a child's life. He won awards. He was a fixture in the community by all accounts. But this morning, while running radar on the George Bush Turnpike, an out-of-control car struck and killed him. Grand Prairie police say that the teenage driver showed no signs of impairment. They're still trying tonight to determine what caused that driver to lose control. Andrea Lucia will get us started on this somber Friday night. Andrea?
Doug, I spoke to the brother of the driver. He told me he is 17 years old, graduated high school just 3 days ago, and was headed out of town to a basketball tournament this morning when the crash happened. But with state troopers handling the investigation, the department here is now focused on the legacy of the officer who died.
I'm just doing my job.
What Officer AJ Castaneda considered just doing his job, many others saw as above and beyond the call of duty.
The child was just lifeless.
Last year, CBS 11 interviewed him after he saved a choking one-year-old.
I got kind of teary-eyed because, it's very emotional because you have a child's life in your hands.
Castaneda was named 2015 Grand Prairie Patrol Officer of the Year and a 2017 North Texas Police Chiefs Association Officer of the Month. But it was the little things that caught the attention of his local community. He was an angel, said Ana Sanchez, who recalls the frequent customer at her family restaurant once jumping up in uniform to help clean tables. When the family heard an officer had died, they reached out to Castaneda.
I went on his Facebook page and I see that he's the one that had passed away. And it wasn't another person. So it was very, very emotional for me.
And I kept on telling my mom to open the window to say hi to him.
Young Leah Malak looked up to Castaneda, who she says directed traffic near her school.
He was a good person. He used to help kids.
The officer spent time serving in the U.S. Coast Guard and the Tarrant County Sheriff's Office. But he grew up in Grand Prairie and never forgot his roots.
On every Thursday, he would go back to the neighborhood where he grew up, and he would buy pizza for the kids at the rec center. Folks, this was on his own accord.
While his time here was cut short, those who knew him say he made the most of it.
He gave back as good or better than any officer I've ever seen in my 35 years.
Officer Castaneda was with the Grand Prairie Police Department for 5 years. Reporting live in Grand Prairie, Andrea Lucia, CBS 11 News.
Andrea, thank you very much. And I want to point out what Andrea had behind her there. The department has invited well-wishers to stop by as you'd like and leave notes, flowers, whatever you please. Condolences for Officer Castaneda. They have placed that patrol Tahoe that Andrea pointed out outside of their police headquarters. It is on Arkansas Lane, right near the President George Bush Turnpike, if you'd like to go by it sometime. And the Grand Prairie Police Association is also accepting donations tonight for Castaneda's immediate family. He leaves behind 2 children, one of whom we know has special needs. All donations are going to be to help his family in this very difficult time. And Castaneda's death now marks the 3rd Grand Prairie police officer lost in the line of duty in the history of that department. In fact, a week after next, the department is going to mark 15 years since Sergeant Gregory Hunter was shot and killed. That was back on June 18th of 2004. And then the first officer killed in the line of duty, 1982. A drunk driver hit and killed Officer Lyndon King. And tonight, a very kind and a classy moment over at Globe Life Park, where the Texas Rangers honored Officer Castaneda before the game tonight against the Oakland A's. More coverage of the officer's passing and any new information we get on our website, always a click away at cbsdfw.com.